Royce Holdings and the London Stock Exchange, and looking at this one, see they've got the possible trend lines down here. These were, let's have a look, that was on the daily, so I'm just wondering, it needs to come out here a bit, just looking at those trend lines. Might have to look in a smaller time frame. We're questioning the timelines here, so obviously got the sort of support of the trend, and then the sort of resistance side. Is this making a breakout? And these are the measured breakouts. First of all, from peak to the first touch, peak to the lower level on there. We're going to take the most conservative one on there. So does he go from there? Let's have a look. I'm going to wrap that out. Put in a new fibs, fresh on there, and let's take it from the top to that point. See how it works up. Where has it got to go? What does it marry up to? Round about that 5.0 going through, you've still got the 618. So over the coming days, maybe a couple of weeks, let's have a look. 103, 108, 114, but just beneath 114. Talk about 113 there. And then from the possible breakout here, this is the lower breakout, the lower measured breakouts, and let's have a look there again. So that's from 91 to first peak area 618 in conjunction with the peak of the beginning of that trend there. So that is about, let's have a look, around about 108, 105 from there. Let's just take that fibs. Where's the rest of the fibs line gone? Take it right down to the bottom there. Possibilities. Got to examine the possibilities. Let's have a look. That is probably, let's have a look there. One moment. Oh. There you go. Wrong one. And there you go. One there. And another one. There. Current price. So let's have a look. 105 there and there. Yeah, just about, maybe. Who knows? It could still be, creating that channel. Could be creating that channel potentially. And we just don't know at this point in time. So top, there. Okay. Top on this high trend line. Going to zip down into lower trend line, lower timeline. See what was there before. And there. There you go. It's a bit more accurate now. Was this it? Was that it? Was that it? So it came down there, and I was expecting, to be honest, that to come down. So, is this the peak? Come down, retrace. Is this creating a new peak? Because what have we got here? A hammer. So, hammer formation. Is that bearish? Is that bullish? Yeah. So the hammer can be either bearish or bullish. Is that an umbrella line? So candles with long lower shadows and a small real body, either green or red, near the top of a daily range. The lines in exhibit, in this exhibited here today, these are called umbrella lines because they look like umbrellas apparently. Umbrella lines are candles with very long lower shadows and a small real body at the top end of the range. These umbrella lines are fascinating. These lines can be either bullish, bearish, according to the market environment. If an umbrella line emerges during the downtrend, is a signal the downtrend should end. Downtrend should end. That's interesting. This umbrella line is labelled a hammer, as in the market is hammering out a base. So is this a new base from which to work on? Let's put something in there. Let's take note there. Is that hammering out a base? Okay. So there we go. Is that hammering out a base? Just quoting from Steve Neeson's book. It's the Bible of Steve Neeson, the absolute Yogi, I suppose, the Doyen, Stephen Eason, Japanese candlestick charting techniques, a contemporary guide to the ancient investment techniques of the Far East. Absolutely revolutionised trading in the 90s. And there we go. Um, so, you know, the actual Japanese word for the hammer is takuri. Let's zoom in on there. Let's have a look at a takuri. Takuri. Is that a takuri? Ooh. Is it? Is it? Let's have a look. What's there? Ah, it's got a cross on there. It's got a bit of a cross. But it's interesting what I continue on this one. And the word means in Japanese, takuri means trying to gauge the depth of water by feeling for its bottom. Well, there we go. It's a perfect analogy for the hammer line as the market attempts to grope for a bottom. Coincidentally, the hammer line looks like a hammer with its head and handle. As mentioned above, the character of umbrella lines changes based upon the prevailing trend before the umbrella line. So really, that's an upward trend, isn't it? It's kind of upward, but is it downward at the same time? Because we've seen all this. Dun, 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 dun. So really, that is the trend normally. What I think of pivot from low to high, and now getting ready for a pivot to low. However, if it emerges after a rally, it is a potential top reversal signal, ominously called the hanging man. The hanging man is derived from the fact he looks like a hanging man with dangling legs. Pretty gruesome. Um, It may seem unusual that the same candle line can be both bullish and bearish, yet for those familiar with Western Island tops and bottoms, you will recognise that the identical idea applies here. The island formation is either bullish or bearish depending on where it is in a trend, i.e. it's that full stop at the end of a swing high. An island after a prolonged rising trend is bearish, well, the same island pattern after a falling trend is bullish. Yeah, it's the full stop of either a upswing or downswing. To give this, to give a sense of the challenge of unraveling candle charting techniques, one of the books I used for my research, Steve Neeson, described umbrella lines by saying buy from below and sell from above. What does that mean? Um, it's bullish after a falling market. Buy from below. Right. Okay. Yeah, we've established that, Steve. We've established that. Steve's years of research required into unlocking the secrets of the Orient were due to the fact that most of the candle patterns and techniques were described in similarly vague descriptions. Right. Okay. So that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Just want to have a look, find out some pictures of some candles. See if we've got anything in here that is appropriate. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. No, no. Yeah. So it's a green. Ha. Yeah. So there's something called the three methods. It's close to the three methods. So three methods in effect is nice strong green candle, and in between dun dun dun, these sorts of shaped red dojis, followed by a solid green candle. Don't necessarily have, but let's have a look in the 1 hour. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, not quite there, but there. Look at that. The hanging man. That is definitely the hammer, the hanging man. Dear, oh dear. Chap. Um, so, there we go. So just going through at the moment, seeing what it is. Da-da-da-da. What's this? Is that in that line? Not quite. Not quite in that line. Something maybe of the Harami cross in there. Maybe. Harami with a doji on the second session instead of a small real body, an important top bottom reversal signal, especially after a tall candle stick line, also called a petrifying pattern, quite possibly. Is that so? Is that so? I haven't got anything quite at the moment on the candles, but um, always having a look through the book, seeing what's there. Maybe there's something new. Nothing new. Right, is that a breakout? Is that a new trend line? Will that trend line now have to sit on top of there? Will it fall down? Is this is I don't I'm not sure that's the breakout. Is this the line? Has it tried to come out a little fake out followed by something else? Absolutely uncertain. Absolutely uncertain. Is that the trend line? Is that the original trend line? Or is it somewhere up here? With another, is that a breakout, a fake out? It's come out here, dip beneath, then come up against, dip beneath 382, come up above that trend, and then hold it up, just worked its way above that 382. Now looking to come above the 50, looking out, looking to test up here. Absolutely do my head in. So where? Yeah. Okay, that's fantastic. Seeing how it goes, just seeing how it goes on the Rolls Royce. Easy making reversal. Has that news recently been confirmed about the B-52 contract? Jet engines, those fantastic engines for the B-52. It's been in the offing for a long time. Has it been made official? I saw an article today. That's it.